Hello and welcome to Resurrection Day 3. I've been reflecting today on what is it that robs us of joy. And one of the things that robs us of joy is fear or worry. It's no accident that the phrase, "do not be afraid," occurs 365 times in the Bible. Clearly, it's a message we're meant to take on board. Fear can paralyze us. It can keep us in bondage. It can stop us living out of the truth of who we are. Whether that's worry about something that happened in the past or fear of what might happen in the future. Yesterday, the Chancellor predicted that the UK economy would shrink by 35% by June. He also said that we were facing the gravest economic challenges that we faced for 100 years. He predicts that 2 million people will be unemployed and that the level of borrowing will be as great as it was in World War II. So how might the risen Christ speak to us in this context and give us hope and joy for the future? The Bible clearly tells us that in God's economy, we have enough. In God's economy, we have all that we need. I love the passages in the Gospel of Matthew and in the Gospel of Luke, which speak about God's provision for nature and encourages us not to worry about the present. So I want to read to you now an extract from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 12, beginning at verse 22. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. For life is more important than food, and the body more than clothes. Consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap. They have no storeroom or barn. Yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable are you than birds? Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? Consider how the wild flowers grow. They do not labour or spin. Yet I tell you, not even Solomon in all his splendour was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, how much more would he clothe you, you of little faith? And do not set your heart on what you will eat or drink. Do not worry about it. The world runs after all such things, and your Father knows that you need them. But seek his kingdom, and these things will be given to you as well. I love that passage, and I find it so deeply reassuring, because it reminds us that when we let go into love, when we allow that force to flow within us, then there is both giving and receiving. And we find that joy, that there is enough for everybody when we each tune in to what that wisdom source tells each of us. So may that encourage you in the days ahead.